So, this week, Ray Comfort posted this tweet. Now, how sincere do you think his condolences actually are? Personally, when you read further, I don't think they're very sincere at all. In fact, using the word sincere probably indicates that the condolences aren't. Now, in reading this, I thought some pretty uncharitable things about Ray. Using somebody else's grief in order to try and preach your agenda. But I can be a little bit emotional about these things. I can sometimes get very riled up when maybe there's not so much to get riled up about. So in order to get a more balanced view, I've invited my friend Peter from the Gonna Go For It channel, who, if you watch the channel, you'll know he's a very calm and measured person and very generous in his dealings with other people. So I just wanted to see what Peter thought about this tweet.
Hi everyone. As you can see, I'm a guest in Morse Studio. He asked me to chime in a little on a tweet we saw earlier, and it's this one. Ray Comfort responding to Richard Dawkins. Here's what I don't get. If you pretend to be advocating for an all-loving God, if you pretend that converting to your branch of Christianity makes you a better person, then why would you lose all compassion and respond to someone sharing the fact that their mother has passed away with a tweet like that? It's insinuating that his mother is apparently in hell and that's where he's going. And now that his mother is there, he still has a chance to escape the fate that is awaiting him. I think it's disgusting, but it's not the only thing we see. In September, we had a tweet from Alyssa Milano tweeting about a 17-month-old girl that got shot in a shooting. Now, that's an horrific thing to witness, and obviously you tweet about that. Obviously it is something that needs to be addressed and that Americans need to have gun laws. And what do we see from the Christians? Well, here's one of my former guests. What an awful tweet. And it comes from the same woman standing for the murder of countless unborn babies. You're a hypocrite. No, Jeff Sellers, the one who's a hypocrite is you. You've lost all compassion. You don't care about what happened to a 17-month-old girl. But you see this as a reason, a good reason to proselytize and to completely deflect from what just happened. You are not pro-life. You're pro-Christian. And you're not even pro-Bible, because the Bible has no problem with the killing of unborn babies. And to add to that, we've got another one of our guests. Nick at Montlake Man is the only like to that tweet. To me, this is a clear sign. It's a sign that whatever I want to do with my life, I don't want to become a Christian like these Christians. It's why I am an atheist activist. I think it's disgusting. And we need to speak up when things like this happen. Thanks, Morph, for allowing me to vent on this topic. If you haven't done yet, like, and subscribe to Atheist Morph. Bye, everyone.
Peter, thanks very much for your contribution to this video. It's much appreciated. You reminded us all that it's not just this tweet as well. There are other cases that we've seen over the years. And one that stands out to me in particular are all of the tweets I saw from Christians after Stephen Hawking died. So you'd think that anybody would be sad at the loss of one of the greatest minds of the last century, somebody who made enormous contributions to science. But the sorts of things I was seeing was Stephen Hawking knows the truth now because he's roasting in hell, and there seemed to be a good deal of glee about this. So why is it that there's this view that Christians are somehow kind and caring and considerate? And I'm sure lots of them are. But if your faith makes you the sort of person that would gloat about somebody else going to eternal punishment, I think you need to have a really good look in the mirror. But just returning to Ray Comfort for a moment, if you look at the very last line of his tweet, it seems that there's a good deal of resentment about the fact that Dawkins dubbed him Banana Man. And who can forget why?
Behold the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand. It absolutely does. You think of the human eye.
But my point is, Ray, shouldn't you be the bigger man here? We're talking about somebody who's just had a loss. Where is your compassion? How has your belief in Christ and in God helped you see past the fact that somebody dubbed you Banana Man? If it were true that your faith led you to kindness and compassion, that would have been completely overlooked in this tweet, and your condolences would have been truly sincere.